The capital city of Texas is on edge tonight after a fourth bombing this month. 2 people were wounded in the latest explosion last night. Syeda Hasan of Austin's NPR station, KUT, is covering the story, and she spoke to us a short while ago. Syeda Hasan, thank you very much for talking with us. What can you tell us about what's known about what happened?
This latest explosion happened late Sunday night, and we know that this explosive device was different than the previous 3 we've seen. It wasn't a package bomb. It was actually triggered by a tripwire that was placed along the side of a road. And these 2 young men who were the victims, both in their 20s, were walking along the side of that road in this residential neighborhood in southwest Austin when they tripped that wire and set off the explosive device. We know that both of those men did suffer injuries, non-life-threatening injuries. They were transported to the hospital, and they're said to be in good condition at this point.
And what are police saying about a connection possibly between this bombing and the other ones?
Police are saying that they are operating under the assumption that this latest explosion is related to the previous 3 that we've seen throughout Austin since March 2nd. There's a lot that we don't know at this point, but they are operating under that assumption as that investigation moves forward.
But it's not because of any particular evidence?
I haven't heard it tied to those bombings because of any particular evidence. I haven't really heard police express the rationale behind that, but I think just the proximity of this to those other explosions certainly calls that into question. But, you know, there are aspects of this explosion that are very different. All of the previous 3 explosions have been packages that were left outside of people's doorsteps, and they were triggered by folks handling those packages in some way. And because of that reason, they seem to target those folks specifically, whereas this tripwire was really set in a way to where it could have been set off by anybody, and it really could have harmed and affected anybody that came across it.
And police made an unusual appeal directly to the attacker?
That's right. Yesterday, Chief Brian Manley at a press conference told the attacker that investigators are interested in talking with them. They implored the attacker or attackers to reach out to investigators and talk with them and help them understand what kind of message this person or persons is trying to send through these attacks.
And finally, Syeda, how is the community dealing with this? What are people saying? What are they, how are they expressing their concern?
I think that a lot of folks are looking for answers. When these initial attacks happened, you know, people knew to be aware of suspicious packages. Police really spread the word about that for people to not pick up suspicious packages or any kind of items that may look out of place. But as of now, I think that the nature of these attacks is really difficult to predict with something like a tripwire being set up in a residential neighborhood. So I know that there is a lot of concern, folks looking for answers, and authorities are just encouraging people to, again, report anything suspicious they come across, whether it be a package or a bag or a backpack of some sort, and be aware of their surroundings.
Syeda Hasan with station KUT there in Austin. Thank you very much.